Now we will
Recording
see
in
what are
progress.
different classes within the same kingdom. Like we discussed the kingdoms, now we see major groups on those in those kingdoms. Okay, so for example,
Yeah.
the first kingdom is when we are now going to classify animals. Okay, we are now going to discuss about the kingdom Animalia. Okay, in detail. So in kingdom Animalia, you see there is, it shows some major groups into which animal kingdom are classified. Firstly, these are some major groups. There are 5 major groups. This is phylum Vertebrates, okay, phylum Nematodes, phylum
Yeah.
Arthropods, phylum
Mm-hmm.
Annelids, and phylum
Mm-hmm.
Molluscus. Okay,
Yeah.
so we have total 5 groups, 5 different phylums within the kingdom Animalia. Okay,
Yeah.
and within the phylum vertebrate, this we will discuss in more detail, and this is our topic of concern. Phylum vertebrate, you know some of the vertebrates, you know about them, right? Can you tell me any vertebrate?
Like vertebrates,
Hmm.
spiders,
Yes, spiders are vertebrates.
uh, no, okay, fishes,
Yes,
birds as well.
there are some reptiles,
Yeah,
amphibians, birds,
reptiles.
mammals. Okay,
Yeah.
just like
Yeah.
different birds, they have vertebral column. That is why they are known as vertebrates. Okay, now
Yes.
the phylum vertebrates, these are the animals with the supporting rod running along the length of the body. Okay, so body rod just like this. Just like in us, we have a vertebral column, right?
Mm.
We have a vertebral column. So similarly, they are saying in the phylum vertebrates, all the classes, organism of all the classes will have a supporting rod running along the length of the body. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
The most familiar ones have backbone and are called vertebrates. Okay, you know the
Yeah.
backbone. We have backbone, and mammals, different mammals have backbone. Birds have backbone. They are known as vertebrates. The first class is class of fishes. Okay, this fish all live in water. Now, in this, what you need to know, firstly, you need to know the major phylums, okay, the major phylums of these kingdom. Then now we are discussing phylum vertebrate in detail, okay. So in phylum
Mm-hmm.
vertebrate, whatever class we will discuss, you need to know about the characteristic of that class. Are you clear with this?
Yes.
That you need to know the characteristic of all these classes. Okay, the first class is
Yes.
class fish. What can be some common characteristics of the fishes? What comes into your mind?
Like characteristics of fishes, they have like
They have what?
fin,
I can't hear you.
fin.
Yeah, they have fins, they have gills,
Yeah.
they have scaly
Yes.
skin. You know they have scaly skin like this one.
Yes.
Okay. They all live in water except for one or two, like the mud skipper. Mud skipper, which can spend short period of time breathing in the air. Okay. So mostly,
Mm-hmm.
you can say 99% of the fishes live in the water.
Yeah.
There are some exceptions, just like mud skipper. It can be in air. Okay, so this is very simple. The class fish. Then we have class amphibians. Okay, about amphibians, you must know whenever you have this terminology amphi. Wherever you have this terminology, it means both. Both means that these animals can live both in water as well as on earth. Okay, on
Yes.
land. On land. Not earth, we can say water and land. Clear?
Mm-hmm.
Although most adult amphibians live on land, they always go back to water to breed. Okay, they go back to water to breed. You know what is breeding?
Bre
To produce
like
their,
giving food.
no, that is also, you can say, but breeding is, specifically we say breeding means to produce their offsprings. Okay, they produce their offsprings in
Mm-hmm.
the water. Clear?
Yeah.
So examples are frogs, toads, salamanders are amphibians. So they can live in water. They live in water and they are also present on the land. Like the frog. You must in every class what you need to know is the examples, any 2 or 3 examples, okay, and what is meant by the amphibian class, and you must know the characteristics. So they are vertebrate, as we are discussing them in phylum Vertebrata. So they are vertebrate with moist scaleless skin. Okay, they don't have scales, just like fishes. They have scales on them. These are known as scales. Okay, these are known as small scales. So on fishes there are scales, but when we talk about the frogs or any other amphibians, we say that their skin is scaleless. Are you clear with this? Are there any scales? They
Yeah.
don't have. They don't have such a thing. Okay, they don't have this thing.
Mhm.
So they have scaleless skin. First thing is they are
Yes.
vertebrate. Yes. Second, egg laid in the water. Yeah, this is what I was saying. They breed in water. That they produce their offsprings. They produce their babies in the water. They produce their next generation in the water. Okay. So egg laid in the water, larva, tadpole, lives in water, adult often live on land. So this is the characteristic of amphibians, that simply what we say is that they breed in the water, but the adult amphibians can live on earth, can live on land. They basically live on land, just like the frog. You see, commonly we see the frogs over sometimes, but they cannot produce eggs on the land. They will lay their egg in water. Okay, are you clear with this?
Yes.
Okay, one more important thing, this is very important, that their larva has what? Their larva has gills, but in the adult stage they have lungs. Larva mean the initial stages. You know the larva when they lay egg. After that stage, that is known as larva stage. Okay, larva stage. In larva stage they have gills, but when they become adult they have lungs. Okay, I am repeating again. Class amphibians, the organisms which belong to class amphibians, they live on earth, they live on land, as well as they live in water. They produce their offspring within the water. They breed in the water. They lay egg in the water. And on the larval stage, when the egg is hatched and larva is formed, on the larval stage they have gills, but when they become adult they have lungs. Okay,
Mhm.
their gills convert into lungs when they become adult. Okay,
Lungs.
yes, are you clear with this? The class
Yes.
amphibians, this is easy. Now, okay, the class birds. When we talk about class birds, what do you know about birds?
Class birds.
What are birds? What do you know about them?
Birds are
Any
something that
common
has
characteristic you know about birds?
feathers,
Yes,
like they have a beak.
they have.
A beak.
Yes,
Yeah, they're vertebrates as well.
they have beak. They have
They have
they
wings.
lay eggs. Yeah, this is common. They lay eggs.
Yes.
They have wings. They have feathers. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
They have heart also, and their heart is of 4 chambers, just like human's heart. You know the human being's heart is also having 4 chambers.
Yeah.
They are vertebrate with feathers. Their forelimbs have become wings. Their forelimbs become wings. These one.
Yeah.
These are feathers over here, and these are wings. Clear?
Yeah.
They lay egg with hard shells. Their shells are quite hard. They are endothermic. Endothermic means, you know the difference between ectothermic and endothermic.
I know endothermic and exothermic. Yeah.
You know about in the terms of chemistry. I am talking about the biology.
No.
Okay, endothermic that it simply you can say they generate their own body heat. Okay, they generate their own heat through different chemical processes within them. Okay, what I am saying is that they maintain high temperature within their body. That's why have you ever seen any bird wearing clothes in the winter? They don't wear any clothes
No.
or anything. Why? Because they maintain their internal temperature. How they maintain? By the chemical reactions. Whenever whatever food they take, there is a metabolic process in the body, and due to that metabolic process they generate heat. That metabolic process generate heat within them, so they store that heat. Due to that heat they maintain internal temperature. Okay, they maintain internal high temperature. That is why it is known as endothermic. Endo means inside,
Yeah.
thermic means heat. Okay, endo means, write it
Heat.
on your book. Open this chapter. Endo means inside.
Okay, give me 1 minute.
Okay. Thermic means heat.
Recording in progress.
Endothermic is that they maintain internal heat. They maintain internal heat by different metabolic processes. Okay,
Yeah.
that is why they are known as endothermic.
Mhm.
Okay, clear?
Yes.
Are you writing?
Yeah.
Okay. Once you write, let me know.
In 2 minutes.
And there is another terminology for endothermic, that they are hot blooded. Okay, their blood is hot. That's why they are known as hot blooded. Clear? Some organisms are cold
Just
blooded,
write it.
we will see, but these are hot blooded. Their blood is hot. Shall we move forward?
Yeah, you
Okay.
can go.
So in the class birds, you have different categories of the organism. What are these? These are reptiles. They lay eggs. Okay, they lay eggs with waterproof shells. What is meant by waterproof shells? Waterproof means,
Waterproof, like they won't break in water.
yes, their shells will not break in the water. They are having hard shells. They are endothermic. They have hard. They have a beak. Their forelimbs become wings, and they have four-chamber heart. Clear?
Yeah.
Okay. Then we have class reptiles. These are like reptiles. You can't say them that they are reptiles. Reptiles are some other category. Just simply you can ignore this word here. You can simply say that the birds lay eggs. Okay, the birds lay eggs and their shells are waterproof. Okay, then we have class reptiles. These are the crocodiles, lizards, snakes, turtles, and tortoise. What is common in them?
They're all
Lizards,
mammals.
snakes. What's common?
Mammals.
Hmm?
They're on like mammals.
How they move? How
Animals.
these all things move? Some
Oh,
have similarities.
like
The
on the
snakes and the
ground.
lizard.
Snakes and lizards move on the ground.
Snakes crawl and lizards just like they stick on some place, right? The lizard is on the wall.
Yeah.
And crocodile, turtle, tortoise, they are different, but reptiles, they do not need to go back to the water to breed. Okay, this is in which class we studied that they need water for breeding. The class amphibians, the organism of this, they need water to breed, right? They need
Yeah.
water to breed. But the class reptiles, when we talk about them, they don't need water to breed because their eggs have waterproof shells. Okay, their eggs have waterproof shells which stop them
Yeah.
from drying out. Are you clear this?
Yes.
With this?
Yeah.
Actually, why they need water? Because otherwise their shells are not waterproof. Okay, first thing, they need water.
Mhm.
Their eggs need water. That's why they lay their
Okay.
egg in the water. But when we talk about the class
Mhm.
birds, you see what we have discussed, that their shells are waterproof. It means their shells don't need water. Okay, if any species egg needed water, then that species will go into the water and lay egg over there. Otherwise, if any species egg don't need water, that species will not go in the water. Clear?
Yes. Yes.
Now can you tell me uh, what are these classification of, what is the classification of the kingdom Animalia?
Kingdom Animalia.
Recording in progress.
We were discussing the class reptiles, and I told you that there are crocodiles, lizards, snakes. They all are reptiles. The difference in the class reptiles and the class amphibians organism is that the amphibians need water to lay egg. They go into the water and then they lay egg. And on the other hand, when we talk about the reptiles, they lay egg on the land. They don't need water. Okay,
Yes.
they have waterproof shells. And some of the characteristics of the class reptiles are, they are vertebrates, the most important thing, with scaly skin. Okay, their skin is scaly, just like the skin of fishes, right?
Mhm. Yeah.
And they lay egg with rubbery shells. Their shells are rubbery. Their shells are not hard. They are made up of rubber. They are hard, but material is different. Okay, that material is quite different from the egg of the birds. Okay, the bird's
Yeah.
eggshell is different, but when you saw the shell of any of the snail or anything, their shell is rubbery in shape, in the composition. Okay, let me show you
Yeah.
the egg of. Yeah, they are. This is what I am saying. They are rubbery in nature, rubber like. Okay,
Mhm.
their eggs are rubber like. So you see,
Rubber.
they are different. They are different from the bird shells. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, the last class of the phylum vertebrate is the phylum vertebrate. We have discussed class fishes, reptiles, birds, amphibians. Now we are going to discuss about the class mammals. Okay, this is very important, and this part is, as a whole, this is very important part, because from this, most of the time they ask the questions in the P1, the MCQs, and sometimes they can give you the question in the P2, that write the characteristic of all the classes of phylum vertebrate in the long question. So this is important. You must memorize these. I will take your test tomorrow, inshallah.
Okay.
The class mammals. Firstly, we belong to class mammals, right? The human beings. They belong to class mammals. Now, can you tell me some common things, some of the things which you know about the human beings?
They're what's it called? Uh, um, omnivores.
Yes, and
They
firstly
reproduce.
they are vertebrates, right? They have.
Yeah.
What about their heart? Do they have heart?
Yeah.
Yes, and their heart is also 4 chambers. They have teeth,
Yes.
right? We have teeth. Okay, so
Yes.
they are vertebrates with hairs. Okay, we have hairs. They have a placenta.
Yes.
Okay, placenta is a place in the mother womb. Okay, inside mother,
Mhm.
where a baby is, where an embryo is
Mhm.
developed. Okay, where an embryo is grown.
Yeah.
Like, have you ever seen any pregnant lady that we say that the baby is in the mother womb, okay, in the placenta.
Yes.
Okay, this is the most important characteristic of the mammals, that young feed on the milk from the mammary gland. Okay, the young the
Mhm.
babies from their first month till the 2 years or more than that, they feed on their mother's milk, right? They feed on their mothers. So this is the important thing about the mammals, that young feed on the milk from the mammary glands. Okay,
Mhm.
clear?
Yes.
This is an important thing as well. They are important characteristic that they are endothermic. What does the endothermic means? That they are hot blooded.
Hot.
Yes, they can maintain high temperature inside. Okay, high temperature inside their body. They have diaphragm. Diaphragm is helpful in breathing. Okay, diaphragm helps in breathing process. They have a 4-chamber heart. They have different type of teeth. You know the types of teeth we have: incisors, canines, premolars, and molars. Like the
Yeah.
front teeth, you know that from the front teeth you cannot. What can you do from the front teeth?
Like bite differently.
Yeah, what is, you know the difference between the function of the incisors, canines, and
Not lot.
okay. The simple is incisors. They cut the food into the pieces. The incisor, the first one. Write it. Okay, I am writing it, and you can write it as well. Incisors. They cut the food in small pieces. Okay. Second, canines. They help to tear the food. Okay, tear the
Yeah.
food. Then you have premolars. Their basic function is to crush and grind the food. Okay. Fourth is molars. They are used to grind the food. Okay, they have the largest surface area and essential for grinding the food, complete grinding. Okay.
Mhm.
This is about the uh, class mammals.